Kablamo, we are live. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank y'all for joining me on tonight's broadcast of the Rebel Without a Reason show. I appreciate y'all being here on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Things are going down. I know you saw that headline. I know you saw that thumbnail. They're going after your boy again. Trump's getting indicted for them January 6 charges. Made up charges, trumped up charges. Lori Vallow got her raggedy self sentenced this week. We're going to get into that. Going to show the ugly side of New York City. That migrant crisis, so-called, are taking over the damn streets. We're little bit of local and national news, all that and more on today's show. Boom. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all for being here. Shout out to Kat and Alien in the house already. I appreciate y'all. Sorry, I'm just a tad bit late. Not as bad as usual. I already know. I know, right, Kat? Leave Trump alone already. Like, dude, come on, man. Trumped up charges for sure. For sure. It's crazy. And what's going to solidify this? Well, it ain't even going to solidify, but what they're going to fall back on, I can already tell you. All the previous January 6 people that they convicted already, that they took plea deals and stuff. They said a part of your plea deal, we're going to let you go with just a little slap on the wrist. But under the stipulations, you got to let us know, let everybody know that Trump influenced you to do what you did. That's what they're going to do, say he incited riots and all kind of crazy mess. We'll get into it. Make sure you join that, visit that rebelwithoutareason.com. Got some fun stuff in there for y'all, just in time for this occasion, actually. There's a link to the show over there if you guys want to go to the show. Go to the shop. Check out this new gear we got. In honor of the trumped up charges for Trump. We got that new T24 shirt. Check that bitch out. Toy like a toy guy. And then look at that. That's pimp tight right there, boy. Got your man riding his bike with the Trump 2024 on that beast. Yes, sir. You can get that on rebelwithoutareason.com. Whoa, that ain't where we want to go. Rebelwithoutareason.com. We also got mugs, sweatshirts, hoodies. Look at these mugs, man. These things are tight as hell. I ain't trying to toot my horn or nothing, but toot. Look at that. Pimp tight, boy. Thanks, Fonz. What up, Fonz in the house? Fonz, hey. And I got them cheap too, man. $12 for a badass Terminator T24 mug. Shoot, you better get up out of here. You better get all the way up out of here. But we got all kind of fun stuff. Of course, your man's not guilty, so pick you up one of those if you want to. That's at rebelwithoutareason.com. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you. Now that we got the advertisements out of the way. It is always Trump's fault. It's his fault I had to make that badass shirt. Fawn says Trump needs to turn on the AC because it's hotter than a mofo out here. Where you at, fool? Are you in Florida right now? Let's get to the chaos. We got so much stuff to get into, dude. I'm going to tell you right now. This Twitter X is getting on my nerves already. I'm going to look for the little blue birdie everywhere to do stuff with my app or things online or whatever the hell. And it's the black X there, or the white X with the black background. Oh, you in Okie dokie land? Yeah, windy as hell, hot as hell. Let's jump right into this thing here. You see it right there. Trump indicted on January 6 charges. We're going to get right into it here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, they just did a press conference not too long ago.
Extraordinary.
Whoa. Turn this volume down just a tad bit. Forgive me, I'm a little rusty.
Moment in American history. A former president now charged criminally with seeking to interfere with the lawful transfer of power after an election, a person who is now the front runner in the Republican primary for the next election. We're going to go now to an NBC News special report.
Fair use on this mess. Fair use. They're doing their little special report.
Been indicted in the special counsel's investigation with 4 new charges filed for efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. This marks the first time a former president has been charged in connection to disrupting the transfer of power between administrations. Today's indictment also comes just days after that same special counsel, Jack Smith, filed superseding charges against the former president in a separate case related to his handling of classified documents after leaving office. Mr. Trump also faces separate criminal charges for a third case in New York State, where earlier this year he pled not guilty to charges involving hush money payments during his 2016 campaign. But today's new charges could be among the most significant legal challenges Mr. Trump is facing, and a reminder he has denied any wrongdoing in all these cases. Let's bring in our senior legal correspondent, Laura Jarrett. You literally just received the indictment. You've had a chance to go through it. 4 charges. Can you tell us what they are?
Yes, Lester. This really focuses on all of the efforts that the former president undertook to try to overturn the will of the people, to overturn the election result.
The will of the people. How many millions of votes did they have? I forget. Yeah, special Democratic counsel. You damn right. Oh, yeah, it is getting to be every other day. Fawn said, dude, this shit's getting to be every other day with Trump. Who even cares anymore? Oh, dude, they care. They are giddy with it, boy. They could barely contain themselves. What's up, Bob? Hello, Bob. Bob K. MIT's in the house. Sonia says, Lester Holt, the man who said facts don't matter or something like that. Or something like that.
Is not, at least is on this first reading, about the violence that took place at the Capitol. As you can see there on your screen, obstruction-related charges, specifically obstructing the congressional
conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction of and attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, conspiracy against rights. Man, this sounds like some weirdo. Yeah, this sounds like some bottom of the barrel, man. What are they doing with this? Devin, tell us what's going on with this.
Vote count that happened on January 6th and all of the steps that the former president and his allies took to try to stop that count, to try to stop the peaceful transition of power. So we're going to go through this. It is lengthy, spanning about 45 pages. But again, the former president of the United States, for the first time in history, has been indicted for trying to thwart the last election.
And to frame this from the beginning, this was never necessarily about the riot itself of January 6th, but what the...
Oh, okay, here we go. Now it's not about the riots. Before, it was all about them riots, boy. Until they got Ray Epps' raggedy ass in there. And then all of a sudden it's peaceful protests. So this ain't got nothing to do with the riots now. Come on, man.
Prosecutors believe may have sparked that riot.
Well, and we had wondered for some time exactly what the charges would be, as everyone remembers those iconic images from the attack on the Capitol and the speech that he made preceding it. And we had wondered whether he would be charged with some sort of incitement-related crime. And we're going to need to go through it again. But on the first pass, this appears to relate to the actual steps that he tried to take to thwart the vote count. Right. So that's why we're going to, again, try to decode.
I know you're so giddy about it, you can't control yourself. Just get to old dum-dum what he had to say. They're giddy as hell about it. When I watched it earlier, they did the recap after it. We'll see if we can watch that recap here in a second.
false certifications saying that the former president had won when in fact he had not. And they knew that those statements were false. And according to this document, this was actually done at Trump's direction. And we see the special counsel Jack Smith walking to the podium there now, expected to make some brief.
What's Adam 22 doing here? Lena the Plug gonna be his assistant prosecutor?
Remarks, but not take any questions.
Good evening. Today, an indictment was unsealed, charging Donald J. Trump with conspiring to defraud the United States, conspiring to disenfranchise voters, and conspiring and attempting to obstruct an official proceeding. The indictment was issued by a grand jury of citizens here in the District of Columbia, and it sets forth the crimes charged in detail. I encourage everyone to read it in full. The attack on our nation's capital on January 6th, 2021 was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy. As described in the indictment, it was fueled by lies. Lies by the defendant targeted at obstructing a bedrock function of the U.S. government, the nation's process of collecting, counting, and certifying the results of the presidential election. The men and women of law enforcement who defended the U.S. Capitol on January 6th are heroes. They are patriots and they are the very best of us. They did not just defend a building or the people sheltering in it. They put...
Yeah, they always do that, don't they, Bob? They always indict the day after a bad news story drops on Hunter. Anybody else notice that? Exactly. Right as soon as the Hunter's little deal fell through, they were like, oh shit, Hunter's deal fell through. Release it. Release the next bill. Release the next BS.
Lives on the line to defend who we are as a country and as a people. They defended the very institutions and principles that define the United States. Since the attack on our Capitol, the Department of Justice has remained committed to ensuring accountability for those criminally responsible for what happened that day. This case is...
They sure the hell did, Cat. They let people in the Capitol. Dude, Ray Epps was telling everybody to go in there. This ain't about the violence, though. Don't even worry about that. Even though he is right now saying that it is, that's not what it's about.
Consistent with that commitment. And our investigation of other individuals continues. In this case, my office will seek a speedy trial so that our evidence can be tested in court and judged by a jury of citizens. In the meantime, I must emphasize that the indictment is only an allegation and that the defendant must be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in a court of law.
Yeah, that right there just cleared everything up. You heard what he said just then? He's presumed innocent until found guilty in a court of law. But they're not treating it that way at all. They never do. Never, ever. Sedan said over on Rumble, brought to you by the citizens of the District of Columbia, for sure. Shout out to my Rumble folks over there. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit that thumbs up.
I would like to thank the members of the Federal Bureau of Investigation who are working on this investigation with my office, as well as the many career prosecutors and law enforcement agents from around the country who have worked.
You don't know how reliable the FBI has been here lately. So yeah, kudos to them.
On previous January 6th investigations. These women and men are public servants of the very highest order, and it is a privilege to work alongside them. Thank you.
No, thank you. And see what tripped me out about this here too. Why didn't he take no questions right there? If this is a press conference, this the biggest charges in the history of the world on any damn president ever. Take some questions right there, man. Everybody wants to know what's going on. It's a monumental event, sort of, allegedly. Let me know. So when they get done here, they'll go through this little recap, and they're giddy about it.
There are other individuals will be indicted, or where it goes from here, as we were told. A very short statement. He basically says the January 6th violence was fueled by laws calling for a speedy trial. Laura, let me first get your...
And here we go again. Just a minute ago, she went through that whole thing, and it didn't have a damn thing to do with January 6th violence. But hearing Lester Holt is just confirming what Jack just said. Come on, man.
Your thoughts on that? When he says a speedy trial, what does that mean in terms of real time?
A defendant always has a right to a speedy trial, and most defendants that are in custody, of course, want a speedy trial. This situation is different, with the defendant being the front runner for the Republican nomination, somebody who is trying to go back into office, and someone who...
Dude, they talk about Trump's stats here in a minute. You can tell they're upset about it. I was designing those mugs, laughing my ass off because I could hear them in the background.
does not, at least according to his legal filings, actually want these cases to proceed. Query whether it helps him politically. I leave that to others. But you hear from Special Counsel Jack Smith there reiterating that he wants a speedy trial, something that he said last time. One of the few times that he made an appearance in the classified documents case, he said that in that case he got a May trial date. Query whether he gets one that's a little bit earlier here. A lot, of course, depends on the judge. And in this case, we don't know who this is assigned to yet.
Bitch, he's got a right to a speedy trial. Get busy with it. Y'all want to prosecute him so bad? Let's go. Let's do it today.
We're going to get to Julia Ainsley, Mark Murray, and our legal analyst in just a second. But Ken, let me get to you first. And
I don't know, Kat. Kat says today didn't the victims from the Epstein's Island get paid? That's why there's more stuff about Trump. I didn't hear anything about that, but I wouldn't doubt it. Everything's on Biden right now, dude. He's got so much heat on him. The whole family's got so much heat on him. They're trying to redirect. Exactly, Sonia. If Trump retired after the 2020 election and went quietly into the night, in other words, just relaxing on a beach somewhere, would any of these charges be pursued? No. The fact that he's a thorn in their side, that's what the problem is. Yeah, I did see that atomic supermoon tonight. It's going to be big supermoon, and supposed to be blue in some areas too. I got a good view of the moon on my street. I'm going to be looking for it. Yeah, dude, I can't wait until well, I can wait until Trump's thing is over. But when Trump is totally out of there, they have nothing else to talk about. Their predecessor, they'll have nobody to blame.
Play what we've just heard now from Special Counsel Jack Smith.
I was trying to get to where they were crying about it. Oh, they were talking about Giuliani's going to be involved with it too. Yeah, hang on a second.
Of January 6th, and this idea in particular of Mike Pence stepping in as somebody who could shut all this down. So I think that that's something that really stands out in this indictment.
Oh, Mike Pence, bitch ass, came out and had a statement too.
Again, co-conspirator number one met with Arizona House Speaker, who at the time was somebody named Rusty Bowers. There is a quote attributed to Giuliani where they said something like, or to the co-conspirator one, "We don't have the evidence, but we have lots of theories." This matches what Rusty Bowers, that Arizona House Speaker, said at the January 6th House Select Committee's public hearing. A Giuliani advisor is telling NBC News that the mayor has not been contacted by the special counsel's office, and he has no reason to believe that he will. So, Ken, let me go to you on this, and let me just explain. We are connecting some dots here, because we don't know, right? The indictment doesn't say Rudy Giuliani, but it does attribute a quote to this person number one, a quote that we've heard in a previous public setting attributed to Giuliani himself. That is how we are making this connection. It is not surprising, Ken, given how central Giuliani was to this plot, as we saw in the months after the election.
See, these motherfuckers they're salivating, dude. You can tell they got a whole panel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people on this panel to talk about this. When have you ever seen 7 motherfuckers talking on a panel about anybody? Drop the email address. Oh, okay. Oh, you should be able to find all that in the whoops, hang on. You should be able to find that in the description box. But I'm gonna scroll it right now for you so you can it's rebelwithoutareason@gmail.com. I'm sorry, the real rebelwithoutareason@gmail.com. You understand me? I appreciate it. Boomhauer's in the house. Yeah, so they got 7 fools on here to talk about Trump, and this whole thing, I had it kind of going on in the background. They were salivating about it the whole time.
The former president, I want to put this up on the screen for our viewers now. The former president and President Biden, neck and neck. Look at this. So you got
What? If the 2024 election were today, who would you vote for? Neck and neck. Are you serious right now? Who believes this? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Stop. You lying motherfucker, stop. Stop. You kiss my ass. You lying motherfucker, stop it.
Kiss my ass. Ain't no way in hell. If they held the election today, it'd be tied up. No way.
ask yourself, I mean, what happens here? What is Joe Biden doing wrong? And is former President Trump doing something right?
No one's paying attention. It's the middle of the summer and people are enjoying themselves and going outside. And I say this, Thomas, because when we did a very similar poll during the midterm elections, one thing we found was not only were people saying they were lukewarm on Biden, they wanted the other candidate. And then when we went ahead and voted Latino poll, it's like, which other candidate? They couldn't name one that they wanted to go for. So what we're going to see right now is...
Yeah, nobody else ain't even in the running. Nikki Haley, come on, dude. Stop being dumb. Stop being dumb. Let's move on. Off-White and the Seven Misfits. That's funny. Oh, yeah, USA is running smoothly. Oh, we're about to see how smooth this shit's running.
Will explain this is just coming in, and the video out of China generating a great debate online. What?
I see this weird shit. They were saying this is a guy in a costume. It ain't no guy in no damn costume. People are just dumb anymore. I want to mute this. They're saying right here, 3 of Lizzo's former dancers accused her of sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment, according to a lawsuit filed on Tuesday. So Lizzo's big ass is going to be in some trouble. Yeah, I want to get to this migrant story right here in just a second. Taco Bell accused of skimping on beef for crunch wraps and Mexican pizzas in a class action lawsuit. Yeah, I guess it's supposed to look like this, and this is what they're giving you. Damn, that's sad as hell if that's the comparison. Get past this little advertisement doing shit right here. We're gonna get to these migrants though right quick. It's coming up next. The invasive fruit fly prompts the first ever quarantine of a produce in LA neighborhood. Fruit flies. Hey, they just want us to eat those things. It's fine.
We want to turn out of the migrant crisis in New York City. Men.
Sonia, you've been seeing this shit on your local news. What the hell's going on in New York City, man? Look at this shit.
Women and children continue to seek refuge, but the mayor says the city is out of space. What's happening? This was told to migrants to be a sanctuary city. NBC's Ellison Barber was granted access to Roosevelt Hotel, a shelter that officials say is so full, they're now forcing dozens of these migrants to sleep outside on the sidewalk as they wait to be processed.
Tonight in the heart of New York.
Dude, look at this shit, man. This is crazy. This is in the biggest city in the United States.
City, a few blocks from Broadway's brightest lights. People seeking asylum are crammed together, sharing what food they have and waiting, hoping they'll be able to get a bed inside the historic Roosevelt Hotel turned shelter.
A lot of the people here we've been speaking to say they have been waiting for days trying to get information about whether or not there's a bed or someplace for them to stay in this shelter here that is supposed to be for people seeking asylum. But right now,
dude, I don't know how many people would actually stay here and wait on this. You know what I mean? Couldn't you go in this huge fucking city, find somewhere else to go to? I don't know. This is where they tell you to go. This is your rendezvous point.
tell us really the only information they have is what's written on this board here, this dry erase board saying that they are currently at capacity. Tickets, save your place in line, and there will be updates at 3, 6, and 9 p.m.
Most tell us they've been sleeping on the sidewalk for days. Bits of...
Don't we give millions of dollars for migrant care and all this whatever mess they're doing now? Don't we do millions and billions of dollars for this trash? You sent me a DM. Okay, Devin, thank you.
Cardboard, the only relief from the dirt and grit of concrete. Jose has spent more hours than he can count waiting to be processed. He was a pharmacist in Venezuela, but says the country's political and economic turmoil forced him to flee.
If you already have a trial date, why are they making you sleep out here?
Oh yeah, Boomhauer, will you tell Sonia your story about the shrimp when you went to go hang out in New Hampshire? And that mysterious paste that was on your plate that you were dipping your stuff into, and then they told you what it was?
Of inside.
No sé. The mayor's office says more than 95,600 asylum seekers have come through the city's intake system since last spring.
It's not going to get any better. From this moment on, it's downhill.
Here's your boy, Sonia, right here. He said, from this moment on, it's downhill. He told him the other day, keep on coming. We can take it. That the United States is all about immigrants. That's what he was saying last week. Oh, you sent me the email, Kat? Okay, thank you.
There is no more room.
And Mayor Eric Adams says the city...
There is no more room, he says. I got one where he says, y'all need to get that border under control, man. Y'all need to get that border under control. Yeah, I don't have Facebook, Kat. If you can maybe screenshot it and send it to me that way, so I could read the news story that way. I don't have Facebook to get on there.
Doesn't have the resources to keep up with the demand.
We have to figure out how we're going to
the shrimp story. You don't remember your shrimp story, Boomhauer? Hold up, what story did I forget about? There's some shrimp. Man, it was when you was hanging out with Chucky D. You told me about it. The mysterious paste that you were lapping up, and then he told you what it was, and you were like, oh, hell no. Anyway, back to this.
Lies of the inevitable that there's no more room indoors.
We spoke to migrants who say word about the Big Apple traveled fast. Family and friends told them New York City is a place that will try to house them.
Do you have hope that a solution will come quickly?
Yeah, I hope so.
Miguel traveled for 18 days.
Dude, he was flossing out. That motherfucker had rings, a watch, glasses, hat. He was styling out, son.
Making his way from Cuba to Mexico and eventually New York City. He says a friend bought him a...
Eventually. You see how many states that fool had to go through? Jesus Christ, man. That's a long way. And he ain't found no housing within that whole trip. Fuck out of here.
Plane ticket to New York after he was processed at the southern border.
The situation was getting worse and worse, so it was time to leave. Like it's happening in all Latin America.
Some advocates say this overflow is by design, that Mayor Adams is trying to send a message that traveling to New York will not be the American dream these asylum seekers are looking for.
What we've been experiencing for several months now since they opened up the respite sites is inhumane treatment and people that are coming here for help and being blamed for a system that has been in shambles since before the migrants got here.
But the deputy mayor of Health and Human Services,
They said that they're mad at us because we're mad at the migrants, but our system was already broken. So what the fuck y'all come here for? Mad because we can't take on the world? Come on, man.
says that is far from true.
I've been so proud of the fact that we've been able to take care of over 100,000 people on top of the system that we have already, and no one has had to wait in the ways that they're waiting now. We're the good guys. We are the ones that are standing in the gap of what I feel is a national issue and should have a national solution.
Over the last year, the city has opened 194 sites for migrants, including...
Dude, that's a lot, 194 sites. How many are in each one?
13 large-scale humanitarian relief centers. They say they're currently housing over
56,000. That's a lot of troops.
1,000 asylum seekers. We were granted access to the hotel turned arrival center.
So inside this...
Dude, look at this pimp-ass hotel, too. They said it was closed down, but they opened up just for this. It's pimp tight. Even though you're in the lobby, this shit's bigger than some people's house.
This is the first place where people who are seeking asylum are processed in New York City. Officials with the city, they tell us it is hundreds of people coming in to this room every single day.
It was closed for years, but the city opened it as this crisis got worse.
We have met people seeking asylum from Venezuela, Cuba, West Africa, the Congo, the Middle East.
Dude, everywhere. She ain't saying China, though. Sonia says, I don't think they know where to go because they are probably dropped off at this hotel. It is some sort of hub. Oh, they know where to go. They heard. She said, word travels fast. They know exactly where to go. Yep, Bob, you're absolutely right. Most of the money they make gets sent back to their home country. Yep. He posted about the new facility. They're open for 1,000 men. That ain't even nothing, though. 1,000 people, that ain't shit. She just said they got 56,000. And that's just the ones that they, quote unquote, know about. I trust COVID numbers before I trust that.
Once they're inside, this is a place where they can sleep. One thing that has been striking, seeing people inside as well as outside, is that outside, everyone we've seen.
Oh, yeah, Sonia, that's what Adam said. He said, close the border. Y'all need to get a hold on that border. I'll play that video in a minute.
They're adults, mostly men. That's because the city says they have been able to shelter every single family and child who have come seeking asylum. And
look at all these playpens. There ain't no babies in there, though.
Right here, all of these playpens for kids. It's a reminder of that. The people we're seeing inside, we are seeing more families, more children who are here waiting for their and their families' claims to be.
They have all these things set up like they got a big nursery going on. Where are the babies that are supposed to be in there?
Processed.
As for Miguel, he says he will wait.
Many people died along the way. I made it through, so I guess I can't give up.
Ellison Barber joins us tonight outside the Roosevelt Hotel.
Dude, they got a bunch. A bunch. Oh, they got Back to the Future coming to Broadway too, Sonia, while we're here on this?
With the car move.
I don't know how they're supposed to do that, but... They got the whole crew there. Let me go to these. Other stories right quick. Oh, while we're... I wanted to show y'all Mike Pence's dumbass statement that he said too. I know we're all over the place. We just did Trump, but I wanted to show y'all Mike Pence. He says, today's indictment serves as an important reminder anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be president of the United States. I will have more to say about the government's case after reviewing the indictment. The former president is entitled to the presumption of innocence, but with his indictment, his candidacy means more talk about January 6th and more distractions. Y'all the ones talk about it. Ain't nobody else talk about it. We tired of hearing about January 6th. As Americans, his candidacy means less attention paid to Joe Biden's disastrous economic policies afflicting millions across the United States and to the pattern of corruption with Hunter. Dude, this is a long statement. I don't even want to read it all. Shut up, Pence, you're a dum-dum. Y'all gonna elect this fool? Hell no. Hell no. Nobody wants you, Pence. He's just going out there to make money and trying to be a distraction. Weirdo. He's a flipping weirdo. Just searching here. Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to find this one. Dang it. Can't find it from there. Give me 1 second here. I'll come across it here in a minute and we'll go through it. I wanted to show y'all Eric Adams being a retard. Talking about close the border. Y'all gotta get that border under control. Like, come on, dude. You said come on, man. You said come on. So they coming. Shout out to Devin for this Lizzo clip. She got that Lizzo story.
All right, everyone. Lizzo is being sued for having backup dancers eat bananas out of the vaginas of sex workers in Amsterdam. And I've got one response to this, which is to say, Jesus fucking Christ. This is probably the funniest thing that I've ever read in my goddamn life. And also, they were launching... I'm sorry, I can't even take this seriously. They were launching dildos out of their vaginas. And Lizzo was watching. I'm sorry, but yeah, no, that's basically the news of the day. That's about all. Peace out.
So they were...
All right, everyone. Lizzo is being sued.
So she was doing some graphically weird stuff with the bananas and whatnot. I heard she was fat shaming some of the dancers too and controlling their diet or some shit. I'm like, you bitch, you big as hell. What you talking about? Here goes, Sonia sent me this one. Stats on New York City. As of 7/23, we have over 107,300 people in our care, including over 56,200 asylum seekers in our care. So half are transients or homeless people, and the other half are illegal aliens. Over 93,200 asylum seekers have come through our intake system since last spring. Dude, just since last spring. Wow. And like I said, and these are the ones that they actually are trying to do some kind of half-ass raggedy count on. They ain't giving nobody no kind of ID badges or nothing to differentiate them from the next guy. These counts are totally off. We saw that the 192 sites, the 13 humanitarian relief centers last week. From 7/17 to 7/23, more than 2,900 new asylum seekers entered our care, or entered their care. Get the fuck out of here. The hell on out of here. Kat, did you send me that updated? I don't have Facebook, so I can't go over there and see that article that you looked at. Boomhauer says, Miss Boomhauer says, you're getting the shrimp paste story mixed up with the time I ate my first lobster. Oh, okay, yeah. The lobster. I knew it was one of those seafood crustaceans. But gross. More for you guys. I can't do it. It's like those damn crawdads when people in the South go down in the creek. Alien Spaceship knows what I'm talking about. I'm sure SC Wolverines does too. Hell, I'm sure everybody in here does. You go down to the creek and get you them little water bugs. They're little miniature lobsters. Crawdads is what they call them. They're little miniature lobsters. They're bugs, little sea bugs. And that's what the hell lobster is. It's a damn sea bug. You're eating bug meat, man. Yum, 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 yum. Sonia says, the tweet about Lizzo that I sent from Don Lucra has details in the caption about what she's being accused of. All right, let me jump back over there. Oh, you had one higher than that. I'm sorry. Oh, and the drag race RuPaul thing. Okay, shout out to Dom. He says developing a lawsuit has been filed against Lizzo in Los Angeles Superior Court by members of her dance crew for sexual harassment and body shaming. Yes, see, I told y'all body shaming. That involved allegedly forcing the dancers to eat bananas out of each other's vaginas. Lizzo allegedly began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers. Oh, hell no. Catching the dildos launched from performers' vaginas and eating bananas protruding from said vaginas. The suit says, man, that's gross. Even 2 Live Crew, I don't know if they would do that. Lizzo then turned her attention to her crew member, Ariana Davis, and began pressuring Miss Davis to touch the breast of one of the nude women. Davis declined, according to the suit. Lizzo allegedly led a chant, goading her to do so. After Davis declined 3 more times, the chant grew louder and more strident, demanding a visibly uncomfortable Miss Davis to engage with the performer. I don't know if that's going to fall under contracts or something like that. You know what I mean? Look at this gelatinous mess. Who wants to see this? This is what proud women proud of their bodies look like right here. Big as hell. Too big to be doing that, especially in tight outfits. I mean, you do you. I know people like what they like, but she's way too big for wearing that little tight ass outfit and doing weird, nasty shit. Come on, man. Exactly, Sonia. What she's being accused of sounds terrible and can't see why such details would be in the lawsuit if not true. There's some details in there for sure. For sure. Sonia also sent me some footage of some street reporters in New York City.
She ain't gonna know what hit him. Walk away. Let's just go. Yeah, because they're not the ones. They're not the ones in our face. We're gonna dox you, bitch. Nice gorilla Antifa tactics. Oh, I'm sorry, we're ugly. That's what really matters in this whole situation. No, listen. let's go, because I don't want this human in my face that I don't. Now it's a stalking situation. Now you're stalking us.
Dude, that's why you get punched right there.
No, you're following us in a public place. You're stalking us. So back up. There's 3 women and you are stalking us. We are in 46th Street in Vanderbilt, and just see for yourself.
There he is again, stalker.
They don't want to be filmed. Come on. They don't want to be filmed. Stop filming.
This is very sad. This is absolutely sad. Praying for you guys.
You better be praying for your neighborhood.
Hello. So you guys, there you have it. These are migrants, and all I've seen here are men.
Yep, I told y'all. This is what we were talking about earlier, and even somebody called in the ABL show was talking about, dude, don't you think this seems kind of weird? Like they got a huge fighting force of nothing but men. Mostly men. And you saw earlier they had those little the crib type situations, trying to make it seem like a bunch of women and children in there. How many women and children did you see in that? Wolverine says, can you give a shout out to my friend Next Online? What's up, Next Online? Hey, I think I see him or her all the time. Shout out to you. Thanks for coming to the show. I appreciate it. Yeah, dude, the army just waiting. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody watching me, and I got no privacy. Oh, take me to your woman. Take me to your woman. Yeah, they like, oh, we're praying for you. This is so sad, dude. Your neighborhood is what's looking sad right now. Y'all are letting that shit happen. Dumb. But what are you supposed to do? I mean, the people that run the city are running it just fine. Right into the ground. Yep, man of war fighting age at that. Yep. If they just decided tomorrow, hey man, it's on. Project Deep 6 or whatever the hell is a go, and they just decided to turn on everybody, it'd be done in a matter of days. If they just started going off on people, most people wouldn't even expect to even see what's happening. Look at Hollywood, California. This is the Walk of Fame. Get the sound on this.
Motherfucker. Hell no! Hell no, motherfucker!
You got opera music playing while you're... This is the Walk of Fame where all the stars are. So if you're going to pay for a Hollywood star tour, this is what you're getting right here. Tents. Makeshift housing, people just sleeping straight up on the damn street. Everybody's drugged out. That's the problem. They talk about homeless people. It's mental illness. It's people straight up on drugs. Crazy, man. Crazy for feeling lonely. Yeah. And supposedly shit ain't happening too well in space either. Check this shit out. Breaking news, NASA, if you believe it, has lost contact with the legendary Voyager 2 spacecraft that's been exploring the universe since 1997. After accidentally sending it the wrong command, the spacecraft is currently 12 billion miles away from Earth. As a result, the Voyager 2 is currently unable to receive commands or transmit data back to Earth, NASA said. Oh, well, that's another $50 billion that we just flushed down the toilet. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I definitely appreciate y'all being here tonight. Make sure you stick around for after the show. We're going to show y'all some stuff on Rumble that we cannot show on YouTube. You can also find this on your favorite podcasting platform, Stitcher, Anchor, Spotify, all that fun stuff. Let's keep this train rolling. Who's ready for the social credit system? Watch this. So this, you're going to hear an alarm. It's going to tell you to look right at this camera before the doors will even open.
Please look at camera for entry.
And if you stand on the shoes and look into the spheroid, if you get the green light, that'll open the door for you.
Oh, stand on the shoes?
So you got to stand in a certain spot and look at a certain spot before they let you in. I showed y'all the video of the local grocery store where they're doing that. Yeah, here goes the supermoon right here. Check this thing out. It's going to be big tonight. Stargazers get a special treat in August when the month begins and ends with the supermoon. 2 supermoons, including a rare blue supermoon, will decorate the night sky in August. Let me look out here right quick. I don't see a damn thing from this point of view. I'm sure it'll be out there later. It was big as hell last night, though. Yeah, 2 supermoons, one at the beginning of the month and then one at the end of the month. Check out some Joe Biden memes. Joe Biden asked Hunter, do you know what your sister said when she lost her virginity? Dad, please don't. Exactly. Sick bastards. Yeah, in case y'all haven't seen it, that Ashley Biden diary is actually a real thing. I know we covered that a little bit before, but speaking of Joe Biden and his corruption, you know, you got the whistleblowers up there testifying today. And this is Joe Biden's attorney right here, this guy. I wouldn't trust him to try to get me out of a fucking wet paper bag. Watch this idiot.
The witness, Mr. Archer, was very clear that...
Yeah, Devin Archer is the whistleblower up there, and he's telling them everything he knows about everything.
Hunter spoke to his father every day. And he indicated that he approximated about 20 times over the course of his 10-year business relationship that he had with Mr. Biden, with Hunter Biden, which would be about twice a year, that Hunter would put his father on speakerphone with whomever was at dinner, and there was no indication that he had any idea who was at dinner with them. It was just a say, hello, I'm at dinner here. And there.
Come on, dude. This is the president of the United States they're talking about. At this time, he was vice president. He's just going to pick up the phone and talk to anybody that Hunter's on the phone with?
Nothing related to his business dealings. The witness.
Nothing related to his business dealings. The men in my chat right now that have children, do you talk to your sons about their business dealings? I know I do. I'm interested to know what my son's doing in his life. A father is interested in what his son is doing with his business. If he's a loving father like Joe Biden's supposed to be. Y'all saw Pee Wee Herman died. Somebody memed him with the Ron DeSantis face on there. This is before he passed away, though, actually.
I meant to do that. I meant to do that. I meant to do that.
Meatball can't catch a break, man. Yeah, Pee Wee Herman died. I don't know if y'all saw that community post I did. He was 70 years old. And from what I heard from Dr. Grande today, y'all ain't going to want to hear it, but he got caught with child pornography at one point whenever he got busted with his ding-ding out at the movie theater. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so supposedly he got caught with child porn, and they knocked the charges down to something that wasn't so bad, so he got off almost scot-free. I think he got probation or some shit. R.I.P. to him, though. I love Pee-wee's Playhouse back in the day. That was a good shit. All right, here's the Mayor Adams. We're going to be jumping around because I have so many stories today. I don't have a bunch of time to go in order with these. We got so many. I just got to go down the line with it. Back on the migrant mess. This is Sanctuary City, New York. Mayor Adams says eventually this was going to a neighborhood near you. We need to control the border, call a state of emergency, and properly fund this national crisis.
Eventually, this was going to come to a neighborhood near you. Having someone embedded is a good start. That came from the Secretary of Homeland Security. We want to thank him. But I've been very clear on what we need. We need to control the border. We need to call a state of emergency, and we need to properly fund this national crisis. Eventually, this was going to come to a neighborhood near you.
No, not eventually. Y'all make it happen, dude. They need to go to your damn house. I wish all those migrants, they call them migrants to get everybody talking like them now. Illegal aliens would go to his damn house, wherever his apartment is, wherever he dwells, let them fools sit on his stoop for a while. I don't even live there, and I'm tired of looking at them, dude. I'm telling you what. Go down there with a damn hose. Don't y'all got fire hydrants every damn where? Hook a hose to that bitch and hose them bitches down. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. Moving on to the next thing. Did y'all see we got a 3-month grocery tax holiday right now in Tennessee? From August until October. It starts today.
Grocery shopping, this right here is giving Tennessee families a little bit of relief at the grocery store. Yeah, 3-month tax-free holiday started today, runs through the end of October. Tennessee families will save $100 in taxes. WSMV's Ryan Breslin shares the details on where you might be able to save.
From today
for 3 months, homeboy. Everybody gonna be eating good as hell right now for 3 whole months. It makes me wonder what's gonna happen after this, though. You know. This is the first time they've ever done this as far as I can remember.
Until Halloween, food and food ingredients are exempt from sales tax. On average, families are expected to save about $100 in taxes. Now, that food includes liquid, concentrated, solid, frozen, dried, or dehydrated foods. However, things like alcohol, tobacco, candy, dietary supplements, and prepared food will still be taxed. Shoppers say this will be beneficial for them, especially when they consider what they can budget for, like high-priced items such as produce.
Produce is so expensive. It's just impossible for people to fit it into their budget sometimes, which is really sad.
We always shop and eat a lot of fresh produce anyway, so any savings I can get
and buying more of that will certainly benefit us in the long run.
This sales tax holiday will allow shoppers to save up to 6.75% in state and local taxes. In Nashville, Ryan Breslin.
6.7. Where you at with them taxes, dude? We're 9.25. I don't know where you are. Where your tax is 6% on shit. Oh boy. Let's watch this. The Osprey Jiu-Jitsu coach found dead amid sex abuse investigation. This local jiu-jitsu coach, not local, it's not here in this area, but he was under investigation and the cops went to go find him and he did.
All new this midday, investigators looking into sexual abuse allegations against a Sarasota jiu-jitsu coach say that Manatee deputies found him dead in his home. Lance Darren Goodall owned Venom Fitness, where he taught jiu-jitsu classes. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office says a dad found videos and pictures on his child's phone showing sexual activity between the teen and Goodall. Sarasota detectives say they then found texts and they were ready to arrest him for sexual battery. And that is when Manatee deputies found that he had died by suicide. The investigation is moving forward, however, and the Sarasota Sheriff's Office wants anyone who may also have been a victim or has any information to call them.
Yeah, so there could have been other victims in there. Peace out, homeboy. Ain't hurting my feelings at all. Check this out. This is another, this is a local story. A Nashville-based trucking company called Yellow Trucking actually straight up went out of business. Out of nowhere. They didn't tell nobody nothing. You wake up and you ain't got a job.
Now it's on the verge of collapsing. Thousands of Yellow employees have been laid off nationwide.
The headquarters right here in Nashville, and that news came as a shock to many. Waking up this morning to find out they didn't even have a job. News Channel 5's Olivia Michael talked with some of those workers who say they are left picking up the pieces.
At the local Teamsters office.
Today has been heartbreaking.
Former Yellow employees are.
So this is the Teamsters office, and correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know much about unions, but aren't unions supposed to save your job? They're at the Teamsters office right now because obviously shit fell through. I don't know. Let's let them play the story, and you're going to understand why this don't make no damn sense.
Lining up.
And got a lot of questions, and we don't have a lot of answers.
Donna Baldwin spent nearly 2 decades working for the trucking company.
Most of us got calls yesterday. They're ceasing operations. Do not report to work tomorrow. Some of us still haven't even received that call.
Today, doors are closed at the Goodlettsville terminal where she worked.
I'm a single mother. I have a 14-year-old son at home. I'm losing my insurance. We found out just today on August 5th is the final day.
The company, headquartered in Nashville, has faced years of financial troubles. It comes after Yellow received a
years of financial troubles. So this ain't really a big shock to a lot of people that's in the finance department.
It comes after Yellow received a $700 million pandemic relief loan from the...
Did you hear that? $700 million pandemic relief loan. Where the fuck's the money at?
Received a $700 million pandemic relief loan from the federal government.
Where'd all the money go?
Larry Morgan drove 26 years for the company.
I'm in shock. I'm in shock. You know, it's you get up every morning, you go to work, and you get up this morning and you ain't got no work.
He's among the 600 employees laid off from Yellow's term.
Oh, that is right too. SC Wolverine says all those union dues just to give you a kick in your right in your butt. Dude, I didn't think about that. They have to pay dues for that. Crazy. Unions kills jobs. That obviously. Crazy, dude.
In Middle Tennessee.
I am 61 years old. Can you imagine me going and find a job at 61 years old? So I've got a challenge in front of me.
A challenge thousands of people, just like him, are now facing. Olivia Michael.
What confuses me about that is, I mean, it's a trucking company. Had they just stopped shipping stuff now? They don't have any business anymore? Did they lose clients? Did they lose retail objects to actually move around the country? I don't get it. And they get a $700 million loan? Dude. And you're going to work, and then all of a sudden you ain't no more. That's crazy. Yep. Crazy as hell. Let's keep this train rolling here. I think they're going to try to do this again. You see what this says right here? New COVID concerns. Listen to this report right here and see if you're going to fall back in line. I think they're going to test everybody again and see who's going to fall in line next time.
Now to new COVID concerns this morning. Now, the number of people testing positive in hospitals appears to be ticking up. Stephanie Ramos is here now with a reality check on what those numbers mean. Good morning, Stephanie.
Hey there, Michael. Good morning. These days, it's almost impossible to tell how many COVID cases there really are. The CDC has stopped keeping track, and most people don't report their cases anymore. So the best way to track the virus is counting people who test positive during hospital admissions. And that number, while pretty small, is on the rise. According to new numbers from the CDC overnight.
And didn't they go through a whole controversy where they mixed up numbers? They're not giving accurate numbers, allegedly. I don't even know, but that's what I heard. So you expect me these numbers to be correct? You expect election vote numbers to be correct? You expect illegal count to be correct? I don't believe anything. Oh, you got it, Kat, for sure. It's back for the mail-in ballots. You're damn right.
COVID hospitalizations have increased 12% in the week ending July 22nd compared to the prior week. But to put that into perspective, hospitalizations still remain at record lows. There were a little more than 8,000 weekly hospitalizations. And for comparison, peak Omicron was more than 150,000. Deaths now have not increased, but there could be reporting delays. The federal government is now setting its sights on treating long COVID. New studies and an Office of Long COVID Research and Practices to lead the the reporting numbers for people suffering from the virus. Michael.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Stephanie. Okay.
And just so you know, Michael Strahan, this fool right here, he was the one that was on the Good Morning America show with Desmond is Amazing. I'm going to bring it up every single time. You a weirdo, sir. You're a fucking weirdo. I'm checking Twitter right now, Sonia. Thank you. Oh, the SAG strike related. Okay. Yeah, so they're doing the movie strike, the writer's strike, the movie strike. Oh, this bitch. I can't stand Leslie Jones. This beautiful specimen right here. Let's see what she's got to say. Let's see what he's got to say.
I posted something about the strike, and some of the comments that I'm getting on there, it makes me really sad because you guys are really fucking uninformed. The rich is just trying to get richer. Y'all don't need to upset. And teachers is and black people, and it just makes me just so fucking tired. The strike is not just about us trying to be richer. The strike is about protecting our rights.
Jewish. These were the same people just last year pushing that shot on everybody. I told y'all the devil will always give you what you want, but he will never let you enjoy it.
Hello, SAG-AFTRA artists. This hasn't been an easy year for any of us, but thankfully things are looking up. As I'm sure you're aware, we now have a vaccine, several in fact, which allows us to protect our bodies, our communities, and each other. Now, while this isn't going to fix every problem that COVID has dealt us,
Hold on. Boomhauer says, I went to my niece's 11th birthday party last night, and when she blew out her candles, she wished for COVID to go away. That's a lot of lefties. What? What, dude? She's a small child. It's been 3 years, man. I wish people would wake up already. There was a nice nap. Everybody had a good one. It's been 3 years. Everybody wake up. Come on. Everybody wake your ass up now. It's time to get up. Get your ass back to work. Stop being stupid.
receiving a vaccine helps to ensure our safety and everyone around us so that the healing can begin for all. As I've stressed before, only by working together can we.
That's funny, Atomic. I had a customer yesterday tell me her doctor told her COVID was coming back. Was he like a long lost friend? He made his tour around the world, now he's coming back. It's a worldwide tour. Yeah, poor actors are crying. Grown people pretending. What up, 6-6 in the house? What up, 6?
Move forward to a better and brighter day. So let's keep our homes healthy, our streets stable, and our sets secure. So play your part and join me in getting.
Says you can't sue Pfizer or Moderna if you have severe vaccine side effects. The government will likely not compensate you for the damages either, allegedly. Then another article from CNN. That was from CNBC, by the way. And the CNN says why vaccinated people are dying from COVID-19 doesn't mean the vaccines are ineffective. That'd probably be exactly what the hell it means.
Shots as soon as they are made available. On behalf of the foundation, your community, and your co-stars, thank you. And let's get back to business.
Jewish. First of all, so that you know, everybody in this business is not rich, okay? Not all the actors, some of the actors are lucky. Hey, I'm one of the ones that are lucky enough to really make, some money and be prosperous and shit. But not all the actors are that lucky. Not all the writers are that lucky. Not all the crew, not all the extras. Not all of them are as lucky. You know what I'm saying? This business is a hard business to break through to really make cash. Again, I made it at 47. I made it at age 47. It takes a long time to really build your shit up, to really actually make some money in this business, just like any career.
Jewish. No distractions. The shot. Everybody in Hollywood told everybody else out here to take that shot. You shame people. You talk bad about people.
Yep.
You wish death on people. I wouldn't care if every A, B, C, D, and LGBTQ actor and actress was homeless. I don't care. And if I drove by y'all, I wouldn't give y'all nothing. I wouldn't give.
Yep, and y'all saw the damn, who was that, Garth Brooks and his raggedy-ass wife? Ain't it Trisha Yearwood? I think that's what her name is. Trying to tell people to give money to Ukraine and shit. Like, dude, nobody could even pay their damn bills, much less fucking give money to some raggedy-ass Ukraine. Nobody got time for no damn Ukraine.
Oh, nothing. I wish it was raining with a pillow in front of you. I'd skirt over there and get you wet, then peel off.
Just like if you was going to be a doctor, you got to start off as this. You just like, it's not wrong for us to ask for what it is that we think that we fucking deserve. Now, let me let you know that there's some people in this business right now, writers and crew and background people that don't make enough money to pay their fucking rent. You need to understand that writers don't get paid when they're not writing. It's not something like they get extra checks.
Yeah, from what I heard too, they're scared about AI taking their jobs, but they still use AI to do their jobs. That's what's so funny.
Burn Hollywood to the ground, and the music industry next, and then sports. Let's get rid of all entertainment and see what people do then.
Whatever you may have seen online, possibly tweeted by your least favorite uncle, Jewish people do not run Hollywood. Studios today are small units of giant multinational conglomerates. However, it is true that Jewish Americans, many who were recent immigrants, were some of the founders of key Hollywood studios, along with others who are not Jewish.
You'll see here in this article, it says, SAG-AFTRA is worried about AI, but can it really replace actors? It already has. It says actors say Hollywood studios want their AI replicas for free forever. I mean, if they pay the license to the person to say, "Hey, let me license your likeness," they can do whatever they want to with it.
Inspired so many Jews to join the early film industry. And what was their lasting impact on American culture?
To specify the business people that have raped my people that just so happen to be Jewish.
I think by doing what you've just done, I find that I'm not even Jewish and I find that offensive. Why do you keep having to do that? I don't think you get it at all. I don't think you understand the offense.
Wait for it. Flip ask your money.
Fun. Shout out to Sonia for that one. Thank you, Sonia. Yeah, burn it to the fucking ground. Nobody cares about Hollywood anymore. They used to until y'all destroyed everything we cared about. Then nobody cares anymore. We try to force that shit on everybody. Make them feel like trash. Alienate people. And nobody wants to give you any money anymore. Sorry. Nobody wants to go to a set in a theater and getting told what type of a bad person you are, how you're bringing down society, how you're a piece of trash. Everything's your fault. Fuck these people. Did y'all see this right here is some memes from Mostly Peaceful Memes. Joe Biden about to be indicted for corruption. Boom, throw down my dead son Bo. They always bring up Bo every time he's in some kind of weird trouble. Default parachute. Check this out too. ProudPatriots.com's got the new Trumpinator teddy bear back in for 2024. If y'all want to get that, he's got a cool little leather jacket on and his sunglasses with the one red eye. I'll be back. Stitched on the back of it there, it says 2024 on his feet. That's at ProudPatriots.com. The Trumpinator teddy bear. Be back in 2024. Get you one if you want it. Let's see what else we got here. Man, I got so many. Let's see where we're at now. Oh, shit. Yeah. Check this out. Tragic death of influencer Zana Samsonova sparks concerns over extreme diets. 39-year-old vegan influencer Zana Samsonova, popularly known as Zana D'Art on social media, has reportedly passed away due to starvation after adhering to a raw vegan diet for years. So this bitch ate just fruit and vegetables the whole time, and she emaciated herself, I guess. The news has raised concerns about potential dangers of extreme dietary practices. The Russian national had been promoting raw foods on her social media platforms, attracting a considerable following. Her journey with an all-raw vegan diet lasted for over a decade, as documented in her Instagram post. Friends and acquaintances had observed a decline in her health, expressing a worry about her well-being. Oh, I know, Sonya. That girl was creepy looking, too. Creepy. Sonya says, how can she die from a vegan diet, but that anorexic girl is alive and kicking? I don't know, man. Could have been some kind of bacteria buildup or something. Who knows? She sought medical treatment during a tour in Southeast Asia, but it was sadly too late. According to a close friend, she had been exclusively consuming giant sweet jackfruit, which I've never heard of, and the pungent durian fruit for the past 7 years. Despite her apparent enthusiasm about the diet, signs of exhaustion and physical distress were evident during her travels. I mean, you got to have protein. You got to be able to rebuild back all that energy that you're exuding every day. And fruit by itself, I don't think it's got everything you need. Her friend said, I feared finding her lifeless body every morning. I encouraged her to seek help, but she was adamant. Eventually, her mother mentioned a cholera-like infection as a suspected cause of death, but the official reason was not disclosed. However, her mother believed the extreme vegan diet had taken a toll on her daughter's body and mental well-being. People are crazy, man. They do extreme diets all the way to the end. You know what I mean? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Check this out. Lives of TikTok made this post that says the official account of the Missouri Democratic Party expressing excitement about the possibility of a Trump supporter's house being burned down. And the post right here just says, the roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the insert your word burn. What would you do if this was next door to your neighbor? If that was your next door neighbor? John Cooper tweeted that out, and then the Missouri Democrat, whoever runs that account, they hate some Trump, boy. Look at all them Trump flags on that shit. They want it to burn down. And if anybody said that about their people, you know they'd fucking flip shits. Is Alien Spaceship still in here? I got an alien story for him. If you dare to believe it. This tweet right here is from Pizza Pepe. It says, just a heads up in case you're not already informed, Project Bluebeam is very much real. Slowly, more and more, our government is going to prepare us for a staged alien invasion that will roll into the NWO. Don't be fooled. Be prepared. We cannot let this happen. Say no to a one world government. All right, so I'm going to play this video. And I'm just going to preface this by saying I don't believe the questions or the answers from either one of these dudes. I believe this whole exchange that we're watching is absolutely staged.
Very much. Have you faced any retaliation or reprisals for any of your testimony or anything on these lines?
Yeah, I have to be careful what I say in detail because there is an open whistleblower reprisal investigation on my behalf, and I don't want to compromise that investigation by providing anything that may help provide somebody information. But it was very brutal and very unfortunate, some of the tactics they used to hurt me both professionally and personally, to be quite frank. Yeah.
It's very unfortunate. As they say, when you're over the target, that's when they do the most firing at you. Do you have any personal knowledge of people who have been harmed or injured in efforts to cover up or conceal these extraterrestrial technology?
Yes. Personally.
Have anyone been murdered that you would think that you know of or have heard of?
Dude, what kind of question is that? If I'm not mistaken, this is like a congressional meeting, a hearing. When have you ever asked them if somebody has ever been murdered? Or have you ever heard them ask if somebody has ever been murdered up there? Never. And his questions are so open-ended. You never heard anybody get murdered or nothing like that, did you? I mean, you would tell us if anything weird like that was happening, would you? You didn't see anything you weren't supposed to see, did you? What the hell?
Yes. Personally.
Have anyone been murdered that you would think, that you know of or have heard of, I guess?
I have to be careful.
Dude, are you fucking serious right now? Has anybody been murdered that you know of or have heard of? What are you talking about, dude? Wouldn't somebody be brought up on charges? Wouldn't that be an open investigation on somebody's life that got taken? These people are retarded as hell. Sonia says, have a view clip if you want to share it. Yeah, throw it up to me. Throw it up there. I'll get it.
Asking that question, I directed people with that knowledge to the appropriate authorities.
Maybe in a, if we could get in a confidential area, a SCIF, we could talk about that. But
a SCIF.
Unfortunately, we were denied access to the SCIF, and that's very unfortunate in this scenario. Mr. Favor.
I'm going to play this whole thing again uninterrupted, and you listen to these questions real close.
Very much. Have you faced any retaliation or reprisals for any of your testimony or anything on these lines?
Yeah, I have to be careful what I say in detail because there is an open whistleblower reprisal investigation on my behalf, and I don't want to compromise that investigation by providing anything that may help provide somebody information. But it was very brutal and very unfortunate, some of the tactics they used to hurt me both professionally and personally, to be quite frank. Yeah.
It's very unfortunate. As they say, when you're over the target, that's when they do the most firing at you. Do you have any personal knowledge of people who have been harmed or injured in efforts to cover up or conceal these extraterrestrial technology?
Yes. Personally.
Have anyone been murdered that you would think, that you know of or have heard of, I guess?
I have to be careful asking that question. I directed people with that knowledge to the appropriate authorities.
Maybe in a, if we could get in a confidential area, SCIF, we could talk about that. But unfortunately, we were denied access to the SCIF, and that's very unfortunate in this scenario. Mr. Favor.
All right. So you're going to expect me to believe that this dude knows people that have been murdered trying to cover up evidence of extraterrestrials, but he can't really talk about it because it's kind of iffy. It's an ongoing investigation. Get the fuck out of here. I smell bullshit. Sonya got a clip from The View over here. I don't believe none of that shit, by the way. We got so many cameras up in this piece. If they ain't been found by now, they ain't going to be found. Alien spaceship changed my mind. Yeah, who's the bearded dude that keeps nodding his head? I'm not sure who any of those people are. He looks familiar as hell, though. Here's a clip from The View. Sonya sent me. Jebediah Bila says, ask her if she climbs under the sink to fix piping when it leaks. I'm guessing she does her own roofing and paves the city streets too. Ladies, don't say dumb shit. This is from the Daily Caller. It says, Joyless Joy Behar explains that women don't need a man in their lives. Now look how they're cackling and shit. I can't wait to watch this clip. You can watch this shit on mute and still have a good time. Behar, she said, a woman without a man is like a fish without a bicycle. We love you guys, but the truth of the matter is we could function without them. Wow. If I was any man within the vicinity of this hag, you ain't getting another piece of help from me. Get that package delivered by yourself. Get that roof fixed by yourself, like they said. Fix the pipe by yourself. Get your own damn food. Joey Behar's out front? Tell her to come back in here in the kitchen and cook this shit up, because I ain't cooking it for her. I ain't being your personal chef, you old twat. Let's listen to these skanks.
Actually, it was said by an Australian social activist, Irina Dunn. She said, a woman without a man is like a fish without a bicycle. I mean, we love you guys. But the truth of the matter is that we could function without the bicycle. Yes. Actually, it was said by an Australian social activist, Irina Dunn. She said, a woman without a man is like a fish without...
Arena Dom? Is this some kind of prank?
Actually, it was said by an Australian social activist, Irina Dunn. She said, a woman without a man...
Oh, dung. Irina Dung. That sounds like some troll shit to me.
Actually, it was said by an Australian social activist, Irina Dunn. She said, a woman without a man is like a fish without a bicycle.
Look at her face.
It's so funny. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Fucking idiots. Sonya said, put your money where your bonus hole is. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Ban dildos. If they don't need a man, they don't need a man. You understand me? I think when they go down that road, they should forfeit all those things. You don't like men, anything associated with a man ever in the history of life, you avoid all your contact with it. Ridiculous. I mean, I wonder if the camera crew gets upset, the lighting people get upset. Like, dude, I'm helping put your show on every day. I'm the writer. I'm in the director's room. I'm doing all this shit. Men and women do the job too. I don't want to fucking hear it. Here goes another clip from Sonya. I can't play the music on here, Sonya. Government, U.S. government says aliens are real. Me giving 0 for ifs. Nothing phases us now. Not my knees reminding me I can't break it down like I used to. Oh shit, she almost fell. She's funny as hell too. Y'all follow her. It's CSA Punch over there on YouTube. She's funny. Always dancing to some funny shit. She gets some good comedy. Crazy as hell. And it's insulting, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna finish the shirt, you know. They think people are stupid, and they're right, you know. A lot of people are just fucking dumb, and they believe anything and everything they get told. Dumb enough to go down a mountain on a bike like this. Whoa, boom, oh hell, oh boom, oh fuck me. It didn't work out. Bidenomics. This is a visual representation of Bidenomics in full display right now. Boom. Oh, presidency. Oh, shit. 2 weeks to slow the curve. Crush the curve. Dead at the end of the mountain. That's it, and that's all. Oh, yeah. Check this out, weird-ass tweet that I saw from the city of Boston yesterday. Are you a woman? I'm going to do the voice.
Are you a woman or gender diverse adult interested in learning how to ride a bike? Register now at boston.gov/women-bike for an upcoming workshop. We have 3 coming up on August the 3rd and August the 5th at City Hall Plaza. Bikes and helmets will be provided.
So if you're a woman or a gender diverse adult, whatever the fuck that is, if you're maybe gender fluid, you go as one, you go as all, I don't know. They're offering you free bike rides and they're going to teach you how to do it. All right, let's keep going here. This is a West Bend man accused of exposing himself. Let's watch this shit. Supermoon. Who's got the supermoon? Oh, damn, that's big as hell. Let me put this on the screen so everybody can see it. Yeah, I haven't looked outside yet to see my point of view. I know it's going to be big as hell. There it goes. Check that out. It's kind of hard to tell exactly how big that is, but that's right outside Boomhauer's area. Look like the damn sun out there, bright as a mofo. Brighter than hell. All right, let's keep going. Keep going.
7 felonies after prosecutors say he used a hidden camera to record his coworkers in the bathroom.
Our Sam Kramer explains how a neighbor's concern led to the criminal charges. And we do want to warn our viewers tonight, you may find this story disturbing.
Outside his West Bend apartment.
He was probably the most upstanding guy that I ever met.
Greg Emmerich tries comprehending reality that the neighbor he once respected now faces 47 felonies.
47 felonies. Okay, Sonia, I got you.
Honestly, was praying that it was a mistake.
Prosecutors say 55-year-old Stephen Weiss stalked 3 of his neighbors, including 2 children. One of them told police Weiss masturbated in front of them from his apartment window and complained to their mother about Weiss taking pictures. After Weiss consented to a search of his computer, West Bend police say they found more than 10,000 photos of the 3 victims, but more evidence led them here to Weiss's day job in IT at Freightert's West Bend Hospital. Weiss told investigators every day at work started the same. In the morning, he'd come into the bathroom with a small camera. He'd install it using Velcro just beneath the sink and let it record all day. And then he'd take the camera on his way out.
It's shocking, it's tough, it's disturbing.
Investigators say they found videos showing 99 different hospital employees using the bathroom dating back to April. None knew they were being recorded. The complaint says Weiss told police he'd save the videos that included attractive women and masturbate to them, adding he'd go into the bathroom, look for strands of their hair, and collect them.
Wow.
It makes you wonder.
Dude, that's a fucking serial killer right there. Some dude's collecting the strands of hair from strange women in a bathroom after he set up a camera to record them doing weird shit. Come on, dude. Under the jail. For the record, this gentleman is not the one that did it. He knew the guy. He was a neighbor.
You know how good you really know somebody.
A judge set his bond at $100,000 cash. Weiss is due back in court on Thursday.
Weirdo.
Reporting in West Bend, Sam Kramer.
Dude, he just looks like a straight up creeper. If your kids came and told you, hey, mama, Mr. Weird Fucker down the street over there in that apartment was jerking on his willy and videotaping us and taking pictures. Man, I fly through that damn fool's bedroom window on a rope like Batman. Sonia's got one more for me over here. 620. Whoa, that scared the shit out of me. I thought I pushed pause on that and it's making all kind of weird sounds. Don't do it to me now. 620, 620. Here we go. Anytime you give me a time, Sonia, I go a couple seconds before that. FYI.
And it's impossible to ignore those leg muscles. So,
shout out to Black and White Sports. That's his channel on YouTube.
Let's go and play this clip right here. And guys, this is him right here. Is he even trying to look like a woman? No, he's not. But let's play this clip.
34-21. Yes,
Mr. Davis, Ash, why are you doing this? I'm David Menzies, Rebel News.
He said, Mr. Davis.
You're not really a part of this.
Now, I believe that's his wife right there trying to jump in.
Human rights. What about the human rights of biological women being injured by this man? As a mother, why would you expose your kids to a massage?
That is my partner. That is my wife that you are being.
Wait a minute. She just said, that is my wife? That is my wife. This is a man out there tackling other women, injuring women. 3 in 1 match, and he had to be removed. This woman is saying, my wife? Come on, something's up here, guys.
So he's a lesbian?
It's not a sport, or it's not an issue.
I'm a registered social worker,
It's not a sport.
I demand human rights for everybody.
Wow,
This bitch over here. I'm a registered social worker, and I demand human rights for everybody. You see this right here? This right here? You take the palm of your hand and put it right up against the side of that bitch's face right there. Right there. You know what? I'm a certified face slapper. Take that, bitch.
Folks out of their mind. Talking about human rights for everybody. There's women getting injured out there. And she's talking about human rights for everybody?
They just... Yeah, what's a biological female?
How do you feel about a biological male playing in rugby, man?
Thank you. I don't really give a fuck. Everybody!
Okay. I don't know what is a crime anymore.
Well, sometimes we all ask ourselves that, right?
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, shout out to Rebel News, too. They always covering the good shit. Was that all you wanted me to see on that, Sonya? Was the clip where they were calling him a man? Yeah, okay. That was the lady's wife, husband. It's crazy, dude. Crazy. Crazy as hell. Let's keep going here. Watch this here. This is a moment that Boston police officers approached a vehicle with 4 armed robbery suspects inside of it following a break-in of a watch boutique. So this is a female cop right here. She got the door open trying to take them out.
I'm like going over this. Oh my God,
Got his gun out. Boom, they bonking out. See ya.
Dude.
Look, she's like, get out of here. Get on the ground. No, I'm gone. Peace out.
He bounced.
Gone. They all gone.
Right, he bounced. The whole boys are out, dude. Oh my days. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Look, they don't know what to do. Fucking Keystone cops, dude. They don't know what to do. Y'all don't have protocol for pulling over people that just robbed a fucking store? Oh my God. Yeah. In today's episode of What Would You Do?
Sir, I want you to know that I've called the police and you're not going anywhere.
Why did you call the police?
Because you should have to pay for parking like an idiot.
Pay for I just dropping something off really quickly.
I don't really care what your reason is. The police are on their way, and I'm just really tired of people like you with no respect for how
the police are not coming.
Yes, they are coming.
No, they are not.
Yes, they are coming.
For what?
To give you a ticket.
For what?
Parking like an idiot.
That's not a thing.
There is a law against it.
No, there's not.
You're handicapped parking, and you don't look handicapped.
I'm trying to leave right now, but you're not letting me.
You're not leaving.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna leave.
You're not leaving.
What?
You're not going anywhere.
What are you doing?
I'm just going to make sure you stay here.
For what? For what reason? I don't... Are you... You're filming me now?
I'm filming you filming me, yes. You know why?
Why?
Because you're an idiot.
Because
I
I'm
want
an idiot.
proof of it. The
You want
police
proof
will
of
see
what?
this video. The proof of that you park like an idiot.
You're filming me. That doesn't even show anything besides me.
You're behind the wheel.
Yeah, I know, but you
I'm
didn't-
hanging on your car. Why would I do that unless you park like an idiot?
I don't know. This is insane. I'm just trying to leave. I dropped something off to my friend, and now I'm going to leave.
I don't really care what your reason is. Double parking and causing other people to have to go around you. People have a life, you know. It's not all about you.
I'm not saying that it is. I'm saying I'm just trying to leave. Get off my mirror.
You're not going anywhere.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now.
You're supposed to sit here and be still.
Are you the cops right now?
I am right now until they get here.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
Well,
You know what? If I raised you, I would make you stay in your room.
You would make me say, okay, this is insane.
I'll make you stay in your room.
Rando, like hanging on my mirror right now because I parked not up to your standard.
You know what? It's not up to anybody's standards. You see that sign right over there?
No.
It says no idiots allowed.
There is no sign over there.
There is a sign.
That says what?
No idiots allowed.
I'm going to leave.
No, you're not.
What? Like, you can't just hold me hostage.
Yes, I can.
For what?
You're going to get a ticket.
For what?
To
I don't
help pay
understand.
for the city with the potholes. Your tickets help pay for potholes. And at least there's some good that could come from you being an idiot.
So, you're going to hold me hostage because you're trying to help out the potholes?
I'm trying to help out the city. I am a good citizen.
By holding me randomly hostage?
Yes.
That is not being a good citizen.
Citizens arrest.
You can't put me under citizen's arrest.
Yes, I can. Until the police come, I sure can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. And if you move this truck, you're going to hurt me. And if you hurt me, I'm going to sue you. So then you're going to be in a whole world of trouble.
You can't sue me. You're hanging on my car.
I can sue you if I feel like it. What's your name?
You're going to sue me for... I'm not going to tell you my name.
What's your name?
Donald Duck.
Donald Duck.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, that tells me a lot about your mentality and why you would park like an idiot.
Get off my car. I'm
I am
seriously
not.
going to move.
No.
I'm going to move.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Get off my car now.
No.
Crazy as hell, dude. Yeah, I'm with Boomhauer, dude. You hold on to my mirror, you're gonna go for a ride, Grandma. Let's go for a ride, Meemaw. Let's go. Shout out to all my rebels. I definitely appreciate y'all. Kaboom. Thank y'all for being here with me tonight. Let's jump over to the Rumble channel and do some more stuff that we really can't talk about on YouTube. Got some fun stuff to get into over there. Shout out to my moderators, Anthony McQuaid, Atomic Tabasco, Cat F, Zeta Wichi's Cane Sword, Latina and Cali, and the beautiful Miss Sonia Scrapbook. Yeah, I don't know what happened beyond that. He was double parked there, and then she had to go around him, so she wasn't going to let him leave until the cops came there and gave him a ticket. Yeah, I got you, Sonia. We're not leaving just
Sir,
yet.
I want you to know that I've called the police.
Whoa, we're not leaving just yet. Just hang on. Sonia sent me another one here. She says she wants opinion from the men in the chat. Okay. 1848. Let me go to
now.
Yeah, we're not done yet, but everybody, we're going to be getting ready to go to Rumble here soon. So just so you know. Shout out to the $1 Million Morning Show. He's got a good YouTube channel too.
When they go to bury you, when you go to a doctor's appointment, you gotta check what it is that you are.
And that's a fact. That's a fact. Listen. We have to remove how we feel about the individual in order to objectively have a conversation about what the individual is saying. Right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what city that was in, Atomic. I don't know. They didn't provide any more details other than what we saw there. What up, Fonz? Yeah, nobody wants to chat on Rumble. It's a lonely desert over there. Some people like to chat, some people don't. Some people just like to watch. Do what you do.
He said, She literally said, I'm a part of the problem. I'm a part of the problem because she throws shots too. But the reality is this. The reality is this, right? In order to objectively have
Everybody.
Was 1828, Sonya?
That's a fact. Listen. We have to remove how we feel about the individual in order to objectively have a conversation about what the individual is saying. Right? And she literally said, I'm a part of the problem. I'm a part of the problem because she throws shots too. But the reality is this. The reality is this, right? Two things. This is a self-inflicted problem from women. This is a self-inflicted problem from women. You guys put yourselves in this position. You guys embraced it. You celebrated it. You marched with them. You told us to mind our fucking business and all of this other type of stuff. And now y'all gonna have to fight this. Y'all gotta fight it. You gotta fight it. Y'all gotta fight this shit.
What's he talking about, Sonya? What's he talking about, Sonya?
And because listen, men in general, we can squash this shit in no time. To be honest with you, if we really wanted to engage, we could squash this shit in no time.
So you talking about them transients?
But I think that it's time to let y'all suffer a little bit because y'all need to embrace what it is that you created for yourself. She's absolutely right. In this particular instance, she's 100% right. But the idea that y'all not going to hold this L and we going to prevent y'all from being able to suffer the transgressions that you created for yourself, that's all on you, baby. Fight your fight. Fight. Get on the ring. Push. Go. Deal with that motherfucker that's out there beating your ass inside of that octagon in the UFC ring. He washing all of y'all. All of y'all gonna have to gather. Listen, the same way that y'all gathered together under one God, indivisible, in the court of a public attorney or whatever the fuck it's called. And y'all fought for women's rights and y'all fought in order to continue to have the opportunity to vote and do whatever the fuck you want to do. I want you to keep that same motherfucking energy. We, as a collective of men, are going to determine how much is enough and how much we want y'all to get y'all ass kicked. We as a collective of men, we going to sit back and watch, and we going to see how much effort you put into it. In the same way that we talk to God in church and we say, hey, God, multiply our money, multiply our efforts, all of this other type of stuff. We going to multiply our efforts, but we going to be the ones that determine how far y'all got to go before we support y'all. This is your turn. You created this for yourself. We're not going to save you from yourself. This is all 100%. You are right. For the first time in y'all lives, y'all are 100% right. And for the first time in your life, we also going to let you deal with it because you want to equal everything. Go ahead. We busy.
He's got a point. But yeah, I'm with you, Devin. If you ask for help, we'll help you, dude. I mean, I told you everybody before, all I need is a green light for a young lady to say, we got some business that needs to get taken care of. We're giving you the green light to escort this motherfucker up out of here.
We busy. We got to get ourselves together. I keep telling my guys to be selfish before you selfless. I keep telling my guys to make sure that y'all go ahead and take care of y'all business because ain't nobody going to come and save you. So we got work to do. So while we trying to figure it out, since y'all the most educated, that's what y'all keep telling us. Y'all running the numbers up. Y'all getting money. Right? You getting a new job. We don't need no motherfucking man. Remember that shit? Remember when you said you didn't need us? I do it on my own. What I need you for? I could suffer by myself. Okay.
Yep, I heard that shit too. I don't need no Superman. You ain't my daddy. Okay, then. Peace out. Holler at me later.
Got it, sis. You got it, you bad bitch.
Boss bitch.
You got it. Go ahead. Tell us how much pressure is made for hips instead of shoulders. Go ahead. You kept feeding that little nigga some milk and cookies. Then he grew up to be a whole motherfucking man, and he went in your closet and he took your clothes and he put your dress on and he walked in that bitch like Debo and he said, "Say something, nigga." Yes. Go ahead.
Oh shit. I think he's got a point there. Sonya, is there anything beyond that I need to listen to him from him on? Because we're going to be making that jump here in just a second. Shoulder lean. Yeah. Oh, you want to hear some more women do some weird shit.
Blockages and emotions through our body. Shaking is such a primal practice of releasing trauma and somatic blockages and emotions through our body, especially our hips. Mm-hmm. Our hips, now we know, is where we store emotions. Yep. So when you are twerking, when you're shimmying, you are literally releasing trauma, releasing stored emotions from your hips. When you're bending your knees, you're crouching on the floor, you're connecting to earth, you're connecting to the womb, you're restoring your energy.
This bitch talking about twerking.
Shaking is such a primal practice of releasing trauma and somatic blockages and emotions through our body, especially our hips. Mm-hmm. Our hips, now we know, is where we store emotions. Yep. So when you are twerking, when you're shimmying, you are literally releasing trauma, releasing stored emotions from your hips. When you're bending your knees, you're crouching on the floor, you're connecting to earth, you're connecting to the womb, you're restoring your energy. And that's why it's not even just an African dance, but in Middle Eastern dance, in Latin American dance, salsa dance, bachata, every single dance form has some form of hip movement to it. This is also why zebras, when they're running away from a lion and they're about to get eaten, and they make it into the nick of time, they shake their bodies off, release the trauma, and they come back to homeostasis. So I started to realize that as I was doing this, I was healing myself through all of these generations of collective trauma that now we know with epigenetics is actually stored within our systems. And I realized that twerking, shimmying, undulating, shaking truly is a spiritual practice. And now I share it as much as I can, shaking.
Good Lord, have mercy. Oh my God, there's so much you could say about that, but would it even matter? Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I definitely appreciate y'all. Let's jump over to Rumble right now. You're behind in the chat. You better catch up, woman. Yeah, there's no telling what was going on with that lady. Too much time on her hands, too much freedom. Go out there and dig a ditch and see how much twerking you feel like doing at the end of the day. Women just got too much time on their hands sometimes. I know not everybody, so don't take my head off. Let's go to Rumble, guys. Peace out, YouTube. Thanks for being here. I will be back on Thursday at 7 o'clock if I can make it on time. Remember, you can get this on your favorite podcasting platforms, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, all that fun stuff. Just look for Rebel Without a Reason and I'll be there. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter at Rebel WOA Reason. You can email me stories at therealrebelwithoutareason@gmail.com. Follow me over there on Rumble and YouTube. Peace out, YouTube. Did this restorative energy hoe take the jab? I'm sure she did. That gyration is probably a side effect of all that mess. Next online, thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all. Six, Sonya, Devin, SE Wolverines, Bob, Fonz, Boomhauer, everybody that showed up tonight. I definitely appreciate y'all. Alien Spaceship. Let's go to Rumble. Peace out, YouTube.